Yep, this was me in the middle of my journey. Okay, good morning, guys. So, disclaimer first, I just had eye surgery. I had PRK, so my vision is super duper blurry. But since it's mandatory that I stay home for now, I figured it's the perfect time to finally finish uploading this video because I literally said I was gonna do it a few months ago. Okay, that definitely hurt. Note to self: don't ever roll your eyes when your eyes are still healing from PRK, which is a super bad habit of mine. However, this video is going to cover cystic acne, getting rid of cystic acne, getting rid of just regular acne that some people are we just get maybe based off stress or environment, things like that. And then how to maintain it afterwards, because everything you use in the beginning, you won't always need throughout the entire time to maintain your skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down. I'll post a picture of where I was in my skin journey, my skin regimen, and then I'll cover the products that I used at that time to get to the next step. So there'll be some blocks where it's just cut off and it'll go into the next photo and then it'll cover that portion of the video. I think that's the best way to do it because the prior videos were just super duper confusing trying to cover everything at one time. Plus, I need to stop and put eye drops in my eyes because the light is very, very irritating. It just dries me out. So, first part of getting rid of cystic acne prone skin. So this is after I applied the apple cider vinegar for the very first time and I took a nap. Okay, so when you have cystic acne, the main thing that is important about knowing about cystic acne is you can't pop it. It has to literally go down and go away by itself. You can't sit there and squeeze it out. All you do is spread it amongst your skin. However, I did not know that because I had never, ever had cystic acne before in my entire life. Like it hit me like a freaking bam, like a wave. I wish I knew how to do that wave thing across the screen. It hit me like that because I was just going through a whole lot of stuff last year and I was stuffing it down so I can get through what I need to get through for my job. I was in drill sergeant school. I just didn't have time to deal with my issues. So what happened was my skin just said, ta-da, boom, finna put it on your face. And now you gotta deal with it because you gotta look at it every single day. So if you understand cystic acne, you understand that when you see cystic acne, it makes you even more stressed. And because it makes you even more stressed, it doesn't go away and it just freaking stays there and it grows. And you try to pop it and all you do is spreading in bacteria all around your face and you just make it even worse. Blah, 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 blah. So make a long story short, when it comes to cystic acne, the first thing you have to do is always wash your hands. If you're like me, I'll always touch my face. My hands are clean right now. I always touch my face, so I'll wash my hands twice as much. Always washing my hands. Anytime I pass a sink, I'm washing my hands. I don't care if I do one thing, I'm washing my hands. So that's gonna be the most important thing. Clean hands all the time. Sanitize. The next thing is paper towels. A lot of us with cystic acne, or deal with cystic acne, we use the regular face towels, washcloths, or whatever you want to call it, and all it does is hold bacteria. Now, if you didn't have any acne and you're washing your face, I would say change your washcloth for your face towel at least every other day, every 2 days. But for me, I use a lot of towels. It drives my sister crazy because she does my laundry. But I use a lot of towels, and yeah. So I think it's very important so you're not passing any type of bacteria or anything like that around your face. So paper towels are going to be your saving grace. The next thing for dealing with the initial part of this skin regimen is apple cider vinegar and water. This is half apple cider vinegar and half water. I'll leave the links to everything that I actually use under the video, and that way you can go and purchase it through there. You can purchase it on Walmart. I don't really care. Up to you. It's still the same product, but half apple cider vinegar, half water. This is my spray bottle. This is my travel size because at the time, even still now, I was working 18 hours a day, roughly between 14 and 18 hours a day. So I didn't always have time to go home and do my skin regimen or get a bathroom. I would be out there at the range, spraying my face, patting it down, washing my hands, doing what I need to do to make sure that my skin got cleared up in a good amount of time because I was obsessed. I'm very obsessed. When I decide to do something, it is an obsession and it must work. Otherwise, I will sit down. I have notebooks full of research for skin products. I spent a lot of money just to figure out that everything that I needed, super cheap. Yeah, no comment. I don't even want to go there. But this is my travel size. I have a bigger bottle, but this is easier. Half water, half apple cider vinegar. Paper towel and benzoyl peroxide. So benzoyl peroxide, this is like a mix. So it's like 5% benzoyl peroxide. I got this from my doctor, and I went to dermatologist 5,000 times, and they were really no help at all. Nothing they gave me helped. So I was doing my research, and I was like, I need benzoyl peroxide. I can get it for free from the military. I just went to the doctor. They gave me this. It worked. I went to the store and bought a different kind, same thing, and it worked the exact same. So I like to do a trial and error. I like to see what works and what doesn't work because I like to know what I'm talking about. But benzoyl peroxide, apple cider vinegar mixed with water, and paper towels. This is the first initial thing that you're going to use when it comes to clearing your face. Also, before I just glanced at it, the Cetaphil, it's a gentle skin cleanser. You can use pretty much any gentle skin cleanser, but Cetaphil is the best one for me. And I really recommend it because I use it for my son as well. He's 7, but it doesn't irritate. It doesn't have a smell, fragrance free. It's very gentle, it's very simple. And you really only put it on your face. It's not a scrub motion. I'm not going to insult your intelligence saying I wash your face. But I do maybe 2 squirts, wet my hands, and I rub it very, very gentle, like not scrubbing it in. You don't want to do that. And I do this only 15 seconds. That's it. 15 seconds. I rinse with my hands, no wiping the face with the towel. I rinse with my hands, and I pat dry with my clean paper towel before I go into my apple cider vinegar. Now, with apple cider vinegar, I kind of rotate. So with the apple cider vinegar, in order to bring the cyst to a head or to bring the cyst up to the front of your skin, that's where this comes into play. And once it's up there and it's an open head, and like the next morning you can see it, all you do is you're rinsing just with plain water, pat drying, and then you're applying your benzoyl peroxide. Now, sometimes this can dry white. So if that's a worry or concern for you, or you don't like to walk around with like white dry spots on your skin, do this one at night and do this one during the day. However, you're going to smell like apple cider vinegar. Personally, I didn't care. I don't go to work to get dates, so it didn't really matter to me. I use this during the day and I use this at night, mostly because I'm in uniform and you really can't walk around with dry white spots on your face in uniform. So that is the first step. If you want to get rid or bring that cystic acne to a head, step 1, and it'll bring you to the next phase. You're going to start off with a gentle cleanser. You're pat drying 15 seconds. You're pat drying. You're not using any type of fabric. You're keeping your hands clean and keeping your hands off your face. You're spraying the diluted apple cider vinegar. You're letting it sit. Again, you're rinsing with cold water. You're just doing it quickly. You're pat drying. Nothing harsh or hard on your skin. And you're applying your benzoyl peroxide or whatever type that you buy, benzoyl peroxide. I think this is 5% to 5.5%. This is 5%. I have bought one that was like 10% as well from Clearasil. Okay, next part of the video. So as soon as my cystic acne went down, my regular acne started to show up a lot more. Okay, part 2. You have brought your cystic acne to a head. They have begun to go away. So right now you have left, I believe I already put a picture up. But if I didn't, here's a picture. And go. So you have brought your cystic acne to a head. It's either gone, or it's going down, or you just have scars left. There's no open anything. Maybe you just have those little tiny regular acne marks. I think I had got some on my forehead, which is super weird. And I have a huge forehead, so it was really frustrating to have little acne bumps that had never been there before. Anyway, little acne bumps on your forehead, and you're just trying to get rid of now regular acne and the cystic acne scars. So this is a glycolic face wash, and it has glycolic acid in it. This is 10%. They have like 20%, 30%. I would highly suggest going with the lowest percentage until you figure out how sensitive your skin is. Mine's only required 10%. It works great. It's a little faded, but like I said, it's in the link. I just ordered it from Amazon. And I have it under my storefront on Amazon. It has like an acne category, and you just click the acne category, and it has everything that I'm talking about in here, including paper towels. So you have this glycolic acid face wash. You have your spin brush. got this from Walmart for like $10 or something. You're still using your Cetaphil as you see fit, especially if you have like oily skin. This is a good one. And this is my travel size. Everything I have is in travel size because, like I said, I work a lot, so I take everything with me to work. This is jojoba oil. It's also listed on my acne thing. It's spelled Jojoba, I believe. But it's pronounced jojoba oil. So ironically enough, this kind of simulates your skin's regular oil. This is like the closest you're going to get to the oil that your skin naturally produces. So this being applied to your skin can trick your skin into not producing more oil than it needs to, which then prevents acne. I am not a dermatologist. This is just trial and error, research, and literally trial and error, okay? This is what my skin did. Hopefully it works for you. But what it did was stop my skin from overproducing oil and therefore helping me get rid of my acne. And you'll need cotton balls for this too, because you don't want to just be putting your fingers all over your face 24/7. So for phase 2, getting rid of the regular acne and then slowly getting rid of your cystic acne scars, be going into my last block of instruction, the most extreme way to get rid of your acne scars. As you can see, I don't really have many scars left, but it takes time. It takes a process. It's a process. So for step 2, we've already done the apple cider vinegar. We're still using it. We're still using the stuff from step 1 because, you know, sometimes we do have a random cystic acne try to come back and pop up. We're not popping it. We're putting some apple cider vinegar and we're leaving it alone until it goes down. I think I had one probably like 3 weeks ago, and it was right here, and I was like, and I sprayed my stuff on it. Yes, I did. And I went to sleep and I woke up and boom, it was getting smaller and I didn't touch it. I didn't do anything but do my glycolic wash and then pat dry my face. And I actually didn't put jojoba oil on my face. I actually used the Fade cream because it's a dry moisturizer, if that makes sense. My face gets oily. I use a dry moisturizer, and it says fade cream is supposed to fade the scars. I don't know if it fades the scars, honestly. I feel like all it did was moisturize my face just enough. So I don't want to call this fade cream. I use it as a moisturizer, a dry moisturizer, because it doesn't leave my skin feeling oily, but it still has it moisturized. Some people can't use that, and that's perfectly fine because I don't feel like I focus on this as far as getting rid of my scars. I didn't use this to get rid of my scars. I used it because of the moisturizer. So after I did the glycolic wash, I started going into, because this will dry your face out, going into regular moisturizers. You can use organic cocoa butter. If it gets super dry, you just take a little chip off the side and you'll rub it and it'll melt it down, just a little light layer. Or not, you can use jojoba oil. Just put a little dot on the cotton ball and you just pat it. Actually, I won't use this with a cotton ball. I can tell you a story because I had pieces of cotton ball sticking over my face. Just grab a little piece of paper towel, and then just use that, because the cotton ball, you'll have strings and it just does the most for no reason. And that's pretty much it for step 2. It's super simple. Now the last step is probably the easiest because at this point you have no acne, you have no cystic acne. All you have is a face full of scars. Cute picture. Maybe it's already up. It might be up. Or not. Anywho, you have a face full of just, it's flat, but you have scars and you're just trying to get rid of it. And that was the worst part for me because I'm like, my face is ruined. It's never going to go back. Literally, December, January, February, March, probably 3 or 4 months after that, my face was like, it never happened. I had little random scars, but it just looked like regular over the years scars. And I was completely shocked. So just give it a try. If you have more questions, I know I'm talking fast because this video is going to be super long. Just let me know. But for the last step, getting rid of scars. So now I'm stepping into getting rid of my acne scars. My skin was just covered in scars, and I really was trying to figure out a good way to keep the acne gone as well as getting rid of the scars without damaging my skin and going backwards in my progress. Okay, step 3 or 4. Anyway, the last part of getting rid of the scars that you dealt with from cystic acne and from regular acne scars are jojoba oil, black soap. Black soap is super, super strong if you're not used to it. I have been using black soap for a few years now. If it's too rough for your skin, which it can be because people don't put it on correctly, that's fine. Don't use it. However, the biggest part of getting rid of my scars was AHA, BHA. And it kind of simulates a chemical peel. However, not the aftermath. So what I did was I put this, it looks kind of like, let me open it. Like open it and close it at the same time. Okay, it looks just like this. It's kind of thick. All I did was put some on my face. I just used this and I put it like some lines on my face. And then I took two of my fingers and I just ran it down rather quickly actually. And then I hurried up and washed my hands because I didn't really know how it was going to affect my fingers. Turns out it does absolutely nothing to your fingers. However, I put it on my face and I let it sit while I was getting ready for the shower, which literally takes me 30 minutes to get in the shower. But I let it sit for like 10 minutes and I was just like, whoo, whoo. It didn't burn that bad, but I'm super dramatic. So I did it for 10 minutes and I washed my face off and it was super dry, but I was like, okay. And I applied my little drop of jojoba oil after and I went to bed. So I did that every 3 to 4 days initially, and then probably after about 4 weeks of doing it every 3 to 4 days, I just did it about every 5 to 7 days, so like once a week. And then eventually it got to a point where I didn't feel that I needed to do it anymore. I just stopped. And in order to maintain acne-free skin, I stuck to my glycolic acid wash, my apple cider vinegar if something popped up, and just like went back to the basics. Whenever I started having another issue, I can be able to recognize it and be like, okay, I know what type of acne that is. I know what type of bump that is. It's cystic, so I know I need my apple cider vinegar and I need my benzoyl peroxide. Or this is regular acne, so I know I need my glycolic wash, or I need my jojoba oil because my skin is overproducing oil, which is causing me to have acne. Or ultimately, I'm stressed out. I need to take a second. I need to take a deep breath. I need to do something that relaxes me. And I need to remember that everything that I'm holding on the inside affects me on the outside. So that pretty much sums it up. I really hope that made sense. I feel like I just been talking for like 20 minutes. But if you have questions, just leave your comments below. I promise I will go over it again. This is a very long video. I understand that, but I really wanted to go into depth about how it helped me. But good luck. Let me know if you have any issues and maybe I can just re-explain it or go over it again. Bye. So this is how my skin looks currently through all those months of trying to get it back to normal. It actually turned out a lot better. It's not, you can't rush the process. You really have to take your time and be mindful of your own skin. So good luck.